The Carnival Panorama, interior cabin, room 8358, set up for 4 people. So of course you have your room key, you just put on here. Go ahead and open it up. To turn on the lights, you do need to have a key in here. You can use any sort of key that you want, whether it's a gift card or any other credit card or ID or something that you put in there. The room will have the TV turned on. When you first walk in, first thing I always do is turn it off because it's loud. But inside here, you start out with closets. And inside the closet, you do have hangers. I will say they've started putting more and more hangers on cruise ships, which is kind of nice. But at the same time, depending on how many people you have, you may want to bring more of your own. Those flat felt hangers are fantastic. There is a mirror, there's a full-length mirror for you to be able to get ready. And then there is a safe as well. This safe is smaller than a lot of the safes that I've seen on Carnival cruise ships. I will say that it's going to be a tough fit for my 15-inch laptop, but we will check that out later and I will share that information. The one nice thing is that you are able to set your own code. You just put in whatever number combination of 4 numbers that you want, press lock, it will lock, and then you just press those same 4 numbers again, it will automatically unlock and you can go about your business. On the other side of the closet, as I was saying, I didn't think my laptop was going to fit in here. So this is a small laptop. It's a 15-inch laptop and there is no way that was getting in there. So just think ahead with that, figure out where it's a safe place. This will fit an iPad mini, but not an iPad Pro. And I suspect it would not even fit a full-size iPad. Maybe if you were to put it diagonally in, but it's going to be a tough fit. You have a shelf, another shelf, another shelf, and then you have 3 drawers for you to be able to put stuff away. This is not a ton of storage space, but it's somewhat reasonable depending upon how much you pack. That is the only closet in this room. So if you do plan to pack more stuff, I would suggest that you bring those magnetic hooks. They are fantastic. You do have a desk that has a small stool for you to get ready if you want. That does again have another mirror. Very kindly, we have a welcome family on ours, which was very nice of them. I am a guest of Carnival on this cruise in terms of them giving me free internet. So apparently they've also given us a bottle of champagne, which is not standard, just as a heads up. I will say also that they have a phone that is here, which allows you to call to make reservations for your dining and other things. If you are going to do that, I would do that ASAP when you get on ship. In terms of plugs, let's take a look at those here. You do have USB-C, there are 2 of them here, and then you have 2 American standard 120 volt, and then you do also have your European plug over here. There's just one, and then this is going to be your light switch to turn on the mirror light as well. We don't need that right now. And one other thing to note is that in the desk drawer on the left hand side there is always a hair dryer. Note this is one of the small hotel dryers that is not fantastic. There is 2 different speeds, max and minor. Then you just press the button on the front. I mean, it works, but if you have a lot of hair to dry, you're probably going to want to go ahead and bring your own. If not, if you just need a little bit, there is a hair dryer that will be in your room. These are your upper Pullmans. They will be put away during the day. They're down right now just because we first got on the ship right now. So you have 2 here, and then you have ladders to get up there. This is set up as a king size bed. This is actually 2 twin beds that are pushed together. So if you do not want to have a king bed, you can have them pushed apart, and then those nightstands that are on the outside, you can see 1 nightstand, 2 nightstands, those just go in the center. So it's easy to do it that way. This will easily sleep 2 people, 3 people, or 4 people. Underneath the bed, that is pretty wide room down there. So there's plenty of room just to store your suitcases underneath there. And then you will also have more room to store some things in the nightstands. There are 2 shelves or 1 shelf inside, so you have a little bit of space to store things there. There is a light switch that is over the bed, so you can turn off things without having to get out of bed, which is kind of nice and handy. And then also, like I said, you have your television over here with your remote control, and then glasses if you want to have stuff. There is water. I will say, depending upon what level you are, you will be charged for water. This is $4.25 per liter. I suggest ordering it ahead of time if you want to. If you are a certain level of VIFP, you will get 1 liter of water per person for free that they will put in your stateroom. Ours is not here yet, but that's fine. And then again, this is the mini bar. You can go ahead and open that up. So if you have leftovers, or if you have pop that you brought aboard that you want to store, or wine that you want to chill, you can go ahead and do that in there. And then you also do have a little bit more storage here with these shelves as well. And that leads us to the last room, which is the bathroom. One thing I will say is that the light switch is on the outside right here. It drives me nuts because as soon as you open the door in the middle of the night, that wakes me up. So I highly suggest getting little LED flameless battery operated candles. You will have towel hooks up here that you can hang your towels on or clothing to dry. And then actually inside here you have a shower. It's fairly small, but it works. And they do provide shampoo and body wash, but there is no conditioner. So just beware. I feel like this is not great shampoo, so I always bring my own. You do have an adjustable shower head, so you can go ahead and do that. And then you've got temperature control and then the on off as well with here, or within here. And then this is your clothesline where you can go ahead and pull it over to the other side and hook it in right here, and then use this to dry your swimsuits or other items. And again, I don't know if I pointed this out, but on the stool outside here, there are a couple towels down there. You always are able to get towels by putting your room number up on the Lido deck, but these are great if you are having an excursion that is relatively quick off the ship. You can just grab those, just make sure you return them so you don't get charged. Also in the bathroom, you do have the garbage can. There is a box for Kleenex. They do provide soap and the sink, towel, a tiny bit of storage down here, but not really much storage on that front. But you've got 1 shelf, 2 shelf, 3 shelves over here for storage, as well as 1 shelf, 2 shelf, 3 shelves over here for more storage for your toiletries. And then as you probably noticed, you do also have the magnifying mirror so that you can find all of those annoying hairs.
And also in the bathroom, there is one other plug up above the mirror to the left. You can see here, this is an adaptable plug for both the 220 volt or 230 volt and 120 volt. So whether you have US or European, there is one here that you can also use, although it's a little bit more difficult to access.
And then of course you have towels. If you need extra towels, you can always go ahead and request more, and they will, room steward will bring them to you. For your bath towels, these are not towels for you to take out to excursions or to use at the pool and so forth. This is just for showering. And of course you have the toilet as well. You can see it's a very small area, but it's functional and it works. So go ahead and turn off the light there. And then the last thing that I will say is that you do also have temperature control. So you can make it warmer in your room or cool in your room, depending upon what you want to have. And then of course you've got your snoozing and cruising. So you can go ahead, oh, it's just snoozing now. It used to be snoozing and cruising. Snoozing was one side, and then cruising is if you wanted to have your room made up. Now it just says snoozing on both sides, so that's your privacy sign if you need it. That is a tour of the Panorama on Carnival for the interior cabin. Gives you a little bit of an idea. This is specifically room 8358. And I will say too, that was the extent of the plugs that I showed you. So if you need more than 2 plugs here and 2 USB things to be charged, bring your own plug. Remember that they cannot be surge protectors or they will be confiscated when you get boarded. Any questions? Leave me a comment below.